Welcome to SOPAPILLAS. You're joining a restaurant that has been here for over 15 years. In this industry, that only happens when guests trust the experience they receive every time they walk through the door. At SOPAPILLAS, food matters, but service is what keeps people coming back. How guests are greeted, how they're guided through the menu, how the team works together, and how the restaurant feels when it's busy, all of that matters. This training is designed to give you clarity. Clear expectations create smoother shifts, better teamwork, and less stress on the floor. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency, awareness, and communication. You are not expected to know everything right away. You are expected to pay attention, ask questions, and support the team around you. Everything we cover is meant to help you succeed here, both professionally and financially. When the team works well together, guests are happier, shifts run better, and everyone makes more money. Welcome to SOPAPILLAS. Who we are and how we work. SOPAPILLAS is a new Mexican restaurant that has been serving guests for over 15 years. In an industry where consistency is difficult to maintain, longevity only happens when guests trust the experience they receive. That experience is built on hospitality, consistency, professionalism, teamwork, and attention to detail. SOPAPILLAS is owned by Steve Dale and Emily Dale. The standards outlined in this video exist to protect what has been built over many years and to ensure every guest receives the same level of care, regardless of who is working. Guests do not separate their experience into departments. They do not distinguish between servers, bartenders, hosts, or managers. To them, everything that happens in the building is SOPAPILLAS. Every employee contributes to that perception. This video exists to make expectations clear, so no one is guessing, improvising standards, or learning only through mistakes during busy shifts. What this job actually requires. Working at SOPAPILLAS is not simply taking orders and delivering food. The job requires constant awareness and decision-making. Servers and bartenders are expected to manage time and pacing, communicate clearly with coworkers and managers, guide guests through decisions, maintain professionalism under pressure, support the team beyond their own section, notice problems before they grow. There will be slow moments and very busy moments. Expectations remain the same in both. How you operate when things are calm is how you will operate when things are busy. Professional image and readiness. Why appearance matters. A guest's first impression of SOPAPILLAS often happens before anyone speaks. Clean, consistent uniforms and professional grooming communicate organization, preparation, and care. Appearance standards are not about personal style. They exist so the dining room looks cohesive and guests feel confident in the service they are about to receive. Required uniform. Servers and bartenders must arrive in full uniform and remain in uniform for the duration of their shift. Required uniform: men, black button-up shirt; women, black blouse; black pants, no denim; black socks; black non-slip shoes; belt; server apron; 5 pins; wine key, lighter. Uniform condition. Uniforms must be clean, free of stains, free of holes, free of wrinkles, not soiled in any way. Arriving in a dirty or wrinkled uniform signals a lack of readiness and impacts guest perception immediately. Grooming and health standards. Grooming standards exist for sanitation and consistency. Facial hair must be clean and well kept. No shaggy or untrimmed facial hair. Hair long enough to be pulled back must be pulled back. Hair must remain out of the face at all times. These are health standards, not personal preferences. Professional conduct in a guest-facing environment. Awareness on the floor. The dining room is a professional workspace. Guests notice more than employees often realize, including body language, tone of voice, side conversations, distractions, and how staff interact with each other. Professionalism is about awareness, not stiffness. Phones, eating, and vaping. Cell phone use is prohibited on the floor. Phone use is permitted only in the back. No eating on the server expo line. No vaping on the server expo line. Vaping is allowed only out back after notifying both the manager and the host. Servers may eat only in the kitchen or VIP area with curtains closed. Servers may not eat in the dining room. These standards exist to keep the floor focused and comfortable for guests and coworkers. Alcohol and substances. No employee may consume alcohol while on the clock or in uniform. Marijuana is not allowed anywhere in the building. These policies protect guests, staff, and the restaurant. Restricted areas. Employees may not enter the manager's office without approval. Employees may not go behind the bar or into the liquor room unless explicitly authorized by a manager. Bartenders do not have the authority to grant this permission. Working with managers. Managers are responsible for the overall flow of service. Their role includes pacing the restaurant, handling guest recovery, coordinating staff, and preventing small issues from becoming large problems. Working effectively with managers means stopping and listening when they speak, acknowledging instructions or information, avoiding back and forth during busy moments, asking questions at appropriate times, addressing concerns calmly and privately when possible. Managers are a resource. Clear communication and mutual respect allow shifts to run more smoothly for everyone. Attendance, reliability, and onboarding. Timeliness expectations. If you believe you will be more than 5 minutes late, you must call the restaurant or the manager on duty. Texting or group chats are not acceptable. Consistent lateness may result in management prioritizing shifts for other staff. Onboarding systems. After hire, employees receive onboarding emails from Toast, which is our point-of-sale system, and Paychex, which is our payroll system. These must be completed immediately so clock-ins and payroll are processed correctly. If training occurs before setup is complete, hours will be logged manually. Reliability begins before the first shift. Teamwork and communication culture. SOPAPILLAS operates as a system. When one part falls behind, the entire shift feels it. Teamwork means helping coworkers without being asked, paying attention beyond your own section, communicating early instead of waiting, asking questions instead of guessing. Good communication prevents stress, mistakes, and unnecessary tension. Poor communication often looks like silence, assumptions, or last-minute surprises. Those situations are avoidable when employees speak up early. No one is expected to know everything. Everyone is expected to communicate. Sales mindset and professional responsibility. SOPAPILLAS is a hospitality business. Sales keep the restaurant operating and directly affect employee income. Servers and bartenders who actively sell tend to increase check averages, sell more drinks and add-ons, earn higher tips consistently, experience more predictable income. Employees who do not upsell often struggle to make consistent money regardless of how busy the restaurant is. What selling means at SOPAPILLAS. Selling is not pressure. Selling is guidance. Selling means talking about products with sincere enthusiasm, offering suggestions instead of waiting silently, helping guests discover options they may not have noticed. Guests often rely on staff to guide decisions. Confidence and product knowledge make selling feel natural instead of forced. Selling is part of hospitality, not separate from it. Side work and shift flow. High-level overview. All non-guest tasks are considered side work. While you have tables, you still have running duties. Once you are cut and no longer receiving tables, you transition into closing duties. Night shift has no assigned prep. Servers must proactively identify what needs to be stocked before the rush. Side work exists so service does not break down during peak business. If you see it, you own it. At SOPAPILLAS, awareness matters. If you see something that needs attention, you are expected to handle it or communicate it to someone who can. This includes spills, empty chip baskets, low salsa or sauces, unlit candles, dirty restrooms, messy plates or bowls, empty POS printers. No one is expected to do everything. Everyone is expected to notice. This mindset prevents small issues from becoming major problems and keeps the restaurant running smoothly when it's busy.
Training structure and expectations. Training at SOPAPILLAS is designed to be hands-on, gradual, and realistic. The goal is to build confidence, accuracy, and awareness before you are expected to work independently. Training length and structure. Training typically consists of 4 to 5 shifts, depending on performance, comfort level, and scheduling needs. This includes one food runner or expo shift, multiple follow-your-trainer serving shifts, a final follow shift where the trainee runs most of a section with trainer oversight. Training is not rushed. Progression is based on readiness, not speed. Training structure and expectations. Training at SOPAPILLAS is designed to be hands-on, gradual, and realistic. The goal is to build confidence, accuracy, and awareness before you are expected to work independently. Training length and structure. Training typically consists of 4 to 5 shifts, depending on performance, comfort level, and scheduling needs. This includes one food runner or expo shift, multiple follow-your-trainer serving shifts, a final follow shift where the trainee runs most of a section with trainer oversight. Training is not rushed. Progression is based on readiness, not speed.
Congratulations! You've officially completed Day 1 orientation. At this point, check in with your manager or your trainer, and you'll begin your follow shift. From here on out, you'll be learning on the floor, seeing how everything comes together in real time. Welcome aboard!